Now, you've got the truth card as the first card. So it looks like there's some kind of truth coming to light there. You've been very strategic about how you've been handling things, but it seems like things are coming to light there with the truth card. There's a reconciliation coming in for you there. So there might have been a broken relationship that you've been involved in, and you're trying to make up, or you're trying to reconcile with this person. You are praying about it. You've got the faith card over here. So maybe it seems like a bridge. It seems like this gap between you and this person almost can't be crossed, and you're trying to build bridges over there. And it looks like, the truth needs to come to light in order for that bridge to be mended. And you need to have faith. You do need to have faith. You do need to go and ask for some divine guidance to get through this particular situation. You've got the greed card over here. So whatever the situation was that happened, or maybe even caused this break, was based on greed. And maybe that was why, this happened. So it could have been due to the greed of a third-party situation, somebody else intervening, or some kind of problem that happened. But it had all this basis of maybe this person was too greedy, or maybe somebody around was very greedy and caused this rift between you and whoever it is that you're dealing with. But it's left you feeling very, very frustrated, upset, tense, worried. Maybe the idea of even going back and doing this reconciliation is upsetting you quite a bit. You could well be dealing with a greedy person at the moment, and this is frustrating you as well. And maybe this is why you want to get back together with somebody that you have broken ties with. But the truth does need to come to light in order for things to move on. There's a solitude card over there. So there is a need for you to take a little time out, time away, and do some thinking. Spend some time by yourself. You get almost the hermit energy there coming through that solitude card, which is the energy of Virgo, and that's about healing, having some spiritual insights as well. So with the faith card there's a need for you to pray, to get by yourself, to do some soul searching with that solitude card. All of these issues could be to do with finance, money, wealth, and maybe this is the reason why you're trying to get things sorted out. If that's not the case, it looks like that might be some kind of financial gain coming to you soon. So money is on its way to you with the wealth card there. But right now you're trying to, make up with somebody that you have broken off with, but you do need to ask for divine guidance. This is very, very important, and take some time out to yourself to get some emotional healing going on over there. And it looks like financially you needn't worry. It seems like, you are going to be on top of things financially. So those are the energies for that week. So I'm going to be drawing some cards from the Epic Tarot. So you got the Seven of Swords there, and the card next to it. You've got the King. No, this is the Knight. The Knight of Rods there, and you've got the Hangman and the Moon card. So this deck is slightly different. It doesn't have kings, queens, and princesses on it. The Moon card is talking about, there's been a situation where you've been feeling very restricted and very tied up. It was not what it was, what you expected it to be. So you entered yourself into a situation, or you seem to be in a situation where you thought it was one thing and it turned out to be something else. There's a lot of deception, lies, deceit, control. So, this woman's looking in a mirror. So what you thought, what the situation appeared to be, was not at all what it was. Because the mirror always flips things around. So the right becomes the left, so forth. So, and also you can see this woman's eyes are closed or blocked by this scarf or this hat that she's wearing. So you were lied to, you were deceived, and, it seems like somebody has pulled the wool over your eyes and presented a situation to you. You thought it was a good place to be in, and it turns out that it is not. So you are very depressed, feeling very isolated, very alone, and you're doing a little bit of self-reflection, you're looking into the situation and trying to look into what your goals are. And soul searching really is what I wanted to say. You're doing a lot of soul searching at the moment, but things are not quite right. There is that element of things not being in the light. There's this big full moon in the back there. People are still saying things, and you are feeling a bit confused and also feeling a bit depressed as well with that moon card. You've got the hangman over here. You can see feeling very restricted, very tied up, and you're being tied up by snakes. So whoever it is that has been lying and deceiving you is still there and is still tying you up in that situation, because there's a lot of toxicity. But there's also, whatever they're doing is very venomous, and they've got you tied up in a situation, and you can see this person's eyes are blocked as well. They're keeping you in the dark about a lot of things as well, and they're using a lot of lies and deceit to keep you in that situation. And if you look at this card, there are two snakes here, so you might be dealing with two people at the moment who have got you locked in a situation that you can't seem to get out of. Now you've got that this is the Knight of Rods, and so you could well be dealing with a fire sign person. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy that is at play at the moment and trying to dominate you. This is the Griffin. Now, although you're stuck in this situation, it's, you do need to act. Because even though things are not quite, things have not come to light, there are things that are missing, there are things you're not seeing, you're feeling very stuck. This is the Knight of Rods is about taking action, taking control, and, fighting your way out of this situation. There's some information that needs to come to light, and you need to be proactive and go and search for it. So if this is not a personal issue that you're going through where you're stuck in a situation, this could be even a job offer or a job situation, and you need to actually get out of that situation. You've been waiting for things to happen, but things are not moving. It's got you stuck in both these cards. You are pretty much stuck in a situation over here. You've got the World card, that starts off the whole march of cards over here. So this is about ending things, making a change. This cycle has come to an end, and instead of waiting for things to happen and being stuck in the lies and deceit that you are in, you need to start being proactive and start making moves. You may need to physically get yourself out of that situation. So if this is a job situation and, things have ended, you need to be proactive and do things, start seeking things, looking for things. Because that final card over there that was right at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Now, you've got weapons. You've got you have something that's going to give you the upper hand. And you might be feeling as though whoever you're dealing with is very, very overwhelming. It doesn't seem as though you can conquer this person. You can see this woman's in front of a giant over there, and she's on her knees. But unbeknownst to the giant, she does have a sword behind her back. So whatever's dominating you, whatever's keeping you locked and tied up in that situation, you do have something that's going to give you the upper hand to get out of this situation. Now, swords usually signify, either seeking some kind of legal advice or seeking something legal to get you out of the situation if you've been dominated or being, almost abused in that situation. Or if you're feeling very disempowered, you might need to get some kind of legal advice. There's some kind of information that you need. And there's a big shield here. So, you'll be able to shield yourself. You do have something to defend yourself. But you need to act quickly on whatever it is. And you can see another book there. So there is a need for you to go and seek out information. There's a need for you to seek help and, get a move on instead of waiting for things to happen, because you're just being held in a situation that's pretty toxic, really. And it seems like there's two people there that are doing this to you and not allowing you to move out of this situation. And they're keeping you there by lies or even bullying. So, you've got this big giant with this little woman there. So there's an element of bullying or keeping you locked in a situation using deceit. The Seven of Swords is about deceit. It's about things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. The hidden agendas that you're not aware of. And these are usually based on greed, jealousy, trying to take advantage of you. So somebody is trying to take advantage of you. You need to get yourself out of that situation, whatever it is. If it is a work situation, you have to move it out from there. And if it is a personal situation, it is not one that you should stick around in. And, if you do need to seek some legal advice to get out of it, it's very, very important to do that this time. You got the 7 of Pentacles. So if you need to consider all your options with the 7 of Pentacles. You can see they're coming to this man who is a wise man and asking him for advice. So you have a lot of options that are available for you, and you have a lot of expectations from the situation, but you need to look into each one very, very carefully and decide where you want to go. If this is a job situation that you've been very stuck in and there's a lot of lies, deceit, and domination and bullying going on over here, you do need to go and get some advice on how to get out of the situation here. Someone's going to be able to point you in the right direction over there. And there is somebody around you that's going to give you that help and support to get you out of the situation. But a lot of options available for you. Now, if you are looking for new jobs, this is, you do need to put your CV out. You need to start considering a whole bunch of options. Look at everything. Open yourself up to every opportunity. Put yourself out there. You've got this Queen of Swords over here. So this is about waiting. So this is the phoenix rising from the ashes, getting yourself out of the situation. So you might be waiting for something legal to come through with this Queen of Swords, but there's also that need for you to be very strong, very firm, and use that inner strength and speak your truth as well. So, you need to take control of that situation, whatever it is. You might be waiting for something legal to get sorted out of here. In the meantime, make sure you're getting some good advice and asking for and putting yourself out there. Okay, so in the past, you've got the 3 of Swords over here, and this is about dealing with very, very, deceptive people over here. You can see people sneaking around there with that 3 of Swords, that kind of energy going on around you. Hiding under all these cloaks, doing things in the dark. So you've got that kind of energy coming in over here. Very, very nasty energy. It's a very dark card over here. And very, very dominating people as well. You've got this huge cat and this huge hawk there in the background. So, it might feel as you might be feeling as though you really are disempowered within the situation, whatever it is. So feeling, you're feeling extremely, this is the card of heartbreak, but this is also a card of lack of communication, or people dominating you, or people trying to hurt you in some sort of way, and people criticizing you a lot with that 3 of Swords. You've got, this is the Griffin card over here. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. So things are going very, very slowly. You're having to you're working very, very hard, doing a lot of thinking, making a lot of plans to try and get out of the situation. But things don't seem to be moving as quickly as you'd like, or you seem to be feeling very stuck within the situation of this. This is your card, the Knight of Pentacles. It's the earth energy, but it's also a very slow energy, and it makes you feel very, very stuck in the situation. So in your mind, you've got that 4 of Rods. You are planning on traveling or moving on. Maybe you're even thinking of doing some further study or further training, but you want to work with people that you get along with. You're trying to open doors for yourself, and, maybe you're thinking of traveling with this 4 of Rods. So whatever situation you are in, you want to work with people, you want to work on that international front of here. Things are not moving quickly. With this Knight of Pentacles over here, it seems like you're putting a lot of effort but not earning a lot of money, if this is a work situation. And whatever is going on in the situation doesn't seem to be very nice as well. So there seems like, with this Knight of Rods coming in over here, there might be an overseas job that comes in over here. But whatever your situation you are in, you're very stuck in it. You're very tied up, and there's a lot of lies and deceit. And there's a lot of bullying going on around you as well. You've got the 4 of Swords over here, so you do need to take a little bit of a holiday, a little bit of a break. You might be even getting some stress-related illnesses that have been affecting you. So you do need to recover. But you need to get a new perspective. And you need some kind of advice to come in to give you that insight with that 4th sword coming in. So you've got that 3 of Swords. There could have been some kind of argument and issue that's affected you quite a bit, caused a lot of stress and strain. A lot of drainage of energy going on over there. And that's why you're feeling so tired and exhausted. And you do need to take a break, a holiday, take a step back from that situation. You might be also spending a lot of time by yourself trying to heal from this situation. So whatever is going on, there is a new strategy that you do need to come up from. Now you've got the Empress card over here, which is a really good card over here. So things will work out. You have accumulated, or you will be accumulating a lot. There's this, there's a stork card over here. There looks like there might be a home move for you over there. And you've got that swan, after the ugly duckling comes the swan. So transformation is happening and things will improve. You just need to hang in there and focus and concentrate on what you want. You got the Six of Swords over here as well. So this is also, overcoming this difficult issues that you've been going through. There's a lot of sword cards in its readings. So there's a lot of, there could be legal issues that you're dealing with, but it also could be that you're dealing with maybe a lot of air sign people, and which is Libra, Aquarius, or or Gemini energy there. With this Six of Swords there, it comes after the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about domination. It's about being defeated in the situation. It's about being humiliated. There's been a lot of conflict over here. And you can see with the Six of Swords, he's throwing that sword over the cliff there. So you have fought this battle, and you will you've decided to just let it all go. So you could have been dealing with a legal issue over there, and after that you will move on. So things being sorted out on legal wise. But also, after all the conflict from the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords is about moving away to something better. So it looks like you're almost throwing in the towel over there and deciding that you've had enough of it and you're going to move on. You're turning your back on it. You're letting go of that conflict, and you're going to be moving on. So it seems like, with this Four of Swords, it's about thinking about what you want to do, and you have decided, it seems with that Six of Swords, that you want to just let it go and move on. You've had enough. You've got the Hierophant over here. So there's been great teaching that has come, great learning that has come from the situation. There might, you can see this man and God's hand touching each other over here. So you do need to connect to the divine. There might be that you need to go and get some spiritual advice. So, going into some kind of religious professional that you trust and discuss that with them, like going to confession. But also, this is a need for you to realize that you have come through a lot and you've learned a lot of lessons. And trust in your instincts, trust in what you've learned in order for you to get through the situation. So a need for you to get in touch with that divine and get your strength from the divine. So coming up for you, you've got that Four of Cups, the Judgment card, and you've got the Six of Rods. So the Four of Cups, again, feeling very exhausted, very tired, feeling as though everything is, feeling emotionally overwhelmed. But somebody's going to bring something in for you there. So there's unexpected support coming in for you there. This could be in the form of a new job. This could be in the form of some kind of emotional support. So whatever this toxic situation is, there's a rescue coming in for you there with the Four of Cups. Accept any help that you can get there. And this is going to be the end. You have a big decision to make. The end of a cycle. The Judgment card is calling you to make this decision and move on. Judgment says, this is a turning point in your life. You have to let go of the past. You can't be attached to the past at all. You've got to actually just abandon it and move on. And you're being called upon to do that. And you've got that Six of Rods. So these people are appearing to be friends with you, or you can see there's a woman with a snake tail. So even though they're coming across as being really friendly and supportive, actually behind the scenes they're not. So when you see their true nature, you realize that they are very toxic and snake-like. And that information is going to come to light. You will now see the truth of who this person is. So something is going to reveal this person's true intent. Wherever these toxic people are, who have been pulling the wool over your eyes or lying to you, keeping you chained up, their true nature will be revealed. It's just a matter of time. You've got the hourglass over here. So things are going to come to light. Light is shining on the shadow of the person, and whom you thought they were, they're not who they are or they appear to be. So whoever this person is, there's almost as though the truth will come to light. There's karmic justice coming over here, and you will be the winner in the end. You will be the person that will be able to get through this, because you've got the Six of Rods over there. This is about victory after going through a lot of problems. You've got two lanterns over there, so light is going to be shone on the situation. Just have a little bit of patience with that hourglass over here. So whatever these lies and deceptions are that you've been facing, the truth is coming to light. This person is going to be exposed for who they are. You just need to take some time out and, let go of that situation and walk away from it. May come up with a new plan, a new strategy on how to deal with it. So even if it's a work situation, this is what you're going to have to do. Just wait for it. The light is shining. It's going to bring in the truth. And, you may have to just, let go of all that conflict and move on. And there you have it. You've got the walking away card over here. So walking away from a difficult situation. Even though you are starting over, be patient. Your actions will be rewarded. Happiness is to come. So this is about things coming to light and you walking away from a very difficult situation. All in all, this looks more like a relationship spread where there's been a lot of lies and deceit, and you're now walking away from this situation. Even if it is a work situation, things are going to come to light and you might actually leave that old situation, that old job, and move on. You are feeling defeated emotionally and financially. Eliminate waste and be practical. No more credit. The lesson is to learn from this experience. So whatever's happened over here has taken its toll on you. You do feel very, very defeated in this situation. And this is what happens with that Five of Swords. You've got the Six of Swords over here. And this is why, there is that need for you to just walk away from it. Just let it go. Because it doesn't seem like there's going to be a way that you can remedy this situation. Loss, possible separation from a love partner, friend, or a job. Loneliness, take stock of things before making another decision. Time to heal or nurture yourself. So all these cards are showing that, you have experienced loss. You had the Three of Swords there, which is loss, really. And the Four of Swords, a need to heal. You've got, a need for you to also heal, but that Six of Swords, so leave it alone and walk away from this particular situation. It's not doing you any good to put any more of your effort or energy into it. And you can see here, even with that Four of Cups, it's about healing and, maybe seeking even medical advice or seeking some kind of medical healing, or even seeking somebody to rely on. But there is some kind of rescue coming in for you there, where somebody's going to give you that hand or give you what you need to get over the situation. So going through a very, very traumatic situation. If this is an emotional situation, you need to take some time off and move on. You've got the Five of Spring over here. So occasionally you may experience clashes with others. You decide whether the matter is worth your energy and then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. So you have been butting heads with this person. You all have reached a stalemate. There's no defeating this person because they're as strong as you are. But you don't want to budge and they don't want to budge. And it looks like, you're at loggerheads with each other. You're not really budging. This is the end of that situation. And this is time for you to move on. With the World card, things are ended. The World card does belong to Capricorn. It is ruled by Saturn. So you have reached a karmic completion right now, with this particular person that you're dealing with or this particular situation. There doesn't seem like there's anything to, take you forward in this. Now, if this is a work situation, it looks like you've had problems with people around you. You've decided to end that job. There's been a lot of lies and deceit and a lot of cunning that's been going on. This might, leaving that job has caused some kind of financial loss, but you're going to have to leave it and walk away. Maybe whatever's happened, you cannot remedy. If this is an emotional situation, it seems like this cannot be remedied either. With the energy cards, it seems like you wanted a reconciliation, but it looks like this is not going to happen. You're going to have to walk away from it. There has been a lot of lies and deceit that has gone on. And the truth is coming to light. They are going to be exposed for the lies that they are. But for the meantime, you're going to have to just do it sort of a damage control and walk away. You can see even with the Chariot, you're going to have to just take control of that situation and move away from it. Not look back. Because these people whoever it is not looking out for you. This might be a home move because the Chariot card is ruled by Cancer. And you need to be determined and focused as well. So whatever these opposing energies are, you can't really do anything with them. You're going to just have to leave them. You can see this chariot's almost riding away from this five of spring and from the world. So this is the karmic completion of a cycle. You're going to have to take control over here. You are transformed quite a bit, but you're going to have to take control and just, walk away from it. Leave it behind and move on and start afresh somewhere else.